Hello to all of you lovely people out there. I hope you are having a great Friday. And guess what today is? It is First Line Friday. So as a way to celebrate First Line Friday, I'm not only going to give you the first line of chapter 1 from the Kingdom of Light, but I'm going to give you an excerpt from chapter 1 of the Kingdom of Light as well. So if you're ready to hear this excerpt, let's go. Chapter 1, Eveline. When people had nightmares, they were afraid to go back to sleep. Not Eveline Daka. Though tears would fall from her eyes during the night, she would toss and turn, and cold sweat would welcome her in the morning. She was never afraid to return to her nightmares. She would always go back because the dreams showed her the person she missed the most. Her mom, the woman she lost at an age no child should ever experience death, the woman she longed for every day, the woman she hated living without. She tried explaining these complicated thoughts to her roommate and best friend Zia, but she regretted every word. Zia, you don't have to get so upset about it. Do I look upset? Eveline added a happy-go-lucky smile to her nonchalant expression. No, I don't. So don't make a big deal about it. It was just another dream. Zia's response came out as all her words did, with a hint of an Israeli accent. Just another dream? Eve, you're having nightmares about your mom who died when you were 5. She shook her head as Zia stood her ground in the middle of their 180 square foot dorm room. Why are you acting like this is something new? It's not like this is the first time I dreamt about her. That's the problem. Zia regarded her with disbelief, seemingly mystified by her lack of concern. It's been what? 4 years of you dreaming about her, and they're getting worse. First, they're about her visiting you in your room. And now they're about her creepy shadow shooting blue lightning at you. No, I said she came from the shadows. In response to her friend's frown, Eveline's lips lifted into a smirk. She wasn't a shadow, and the lightning didn't come in this dream. It happened in another one. Not amused by her lighthearted attitude, Zia sighed. Eveline, you need to talk to somebody about them. Even if I were to talk to somebody, it definitely won't be to the person you're thinking of. And why not? If anybody can help you, it would be him. She grabbed her phone and held it in the air for Zia to see. Why would I talk to a man who can't even pick up his phone to call or text his daughter happy birthday? Eveline turned 21 yesterday, and like a fool, she had waited for her dad to wish her a happy birthday. 24 hours later, and without a word from him, she stopped waiting. If you would just talk to him. Come on, Zia, let's not do this today. She tossed the phone on her unmade bed and looked to Zia with a plea in her eyes. I had a great workout this morning. I'm feeling every bit of 21, and I'm ready to continue my birthday celebration. You said you were going to treat me to the movies today, so let's put all this dream stuff behind us and get to it. Zia's glower turned into a sheepish expression. You're going to want to use one of your Krav Maga moves on me when you hear this. But I can't go to the movies. I know you're not ditching me to do more homework. I told you, it'll be waiting for you when we come back. This is the last weekend we have before our professors start giving out their study reviews for finals. We've got to take advantage of this. Instead of plopping onto her immaculate bed, Zia dropped onto the adjacent chair. I know, Eveline, and I'm sorry, but the internship called and asked if I could come in. I tried saying no, but they kindly reminded me that when I signed up, I also agreed to be on call during the weekends. She tried being disappointed by Zia's last-minute disappearing act, but if the internship called, it called. I guess I'll go by myself. But you don't have to. Hope replaced the remorse in Zia's eyes. What if you picked up Sonny and took him with you? Or what about Charlie? When was the last time she went out to the movies? Walking to one of the 2 armoires, she dismissed the suggestion with a shake of her head. Sonny decided to spend his Saturday in detention, and since it's me and Nevin's day off, Charlie is working the bookstore alone. Grabbing her smoky gray pea coat, she turned to Zia. You don't have to find someone to go with me. I'm a big girl. Plus, a little me time never hurt. Why won't that woman hire other workers, and why is Sonny in detention? Zia heaved herself backward in the chair. Fine. Go without me, and have fun without me. I'll just be in an office all day, filing papers for some stuffy psychologist. Laughing at her friend's melodramatic attitude, she buttoned her coat and grabbed her phone and wallet. Of course I'll have fun without you, but don't worry, I'll be thinking of you the entire time. Giving a mock smile, Zia snatched a pillow from her bed and threw it. Catching the fluffy pillow, Evelyn wagged a finger and returned the pillow with more speed than it was given. See you later, working woman. Evelyn fled the room before Zia could show just how strong her left arm was. Though she would miss Zia, she was glad to have a few hours to herself. For the past month, she worked, went to classes, exercised, and slept. The movies would be a well-needed retreat from the world around her. She could already smell the buttery popcorn, feel the semi-comfortable recliner under her, and see the wall-to-wall screen flicker from one scene to the next. Stepping from the co-ed dorm building onto Carborne University's somewhat icy sidewalk, she snuggled into her coat and began figuring out which movie she was in the mood to watch. As her mind sifted through a variety of genres, her phone pinged. A pair of forgotten gloves in her car sitting a few yards away made her want to ignore the notification. She pushed aside the possibility of frozen hands and pulled the phone from the warmth of her pocket. Sonny. I'm dying here, Eve. Save me, please. Her fingers had barely begun to respond to her brother's pathetic plea when her body reeled to the right. Though the impact wasn't strong enough to knock her to the ground, her phone toppled from her hands. In vain, she attempted to save it. Unfortunately, she wasn't fast enough. The same couldn't be said for the man who bumped into her. She watched in amazement as his maple brown hand shot out before him, catching the phone before it could touch concrete. I hope you enjoyed this first line and excerpt from Chapter 1 of The Kingdom of Light. If you want to hear the rest of The Kingdom of Light, be sure to wait until next time because I will be finishing Chapter 1 sometime next week. So, see you later. Have a great Friday. Peace.